Alright, I wanted to give an update on the rod mill. Still got kind of a makeshift setup, but I made the platform with the rollers more stable. I'm actually building a workbench in the garage as well, and I just used a couple of the cut-off ends from some of the 4x4 posts that I was using for the workbench. Perfectly level. I am using these rollerblade wheels and just some little rods that extra rods from the mill that I don't need, some of the smaller ones. And probably not necessary, probably would have been an easier way to do this, especially if you had power tools, but I made little notches in the wood with a file. Definitely not the most efficient way to do it. It's all I had, so I just did it, 10 minutes at a time when I had nothing better to do, watching TV, whatnot. And again, still using the drill for the motor, still using the tape, which I'm really surprised. I mean, this is still the original tape, more or less, that I had, and I've done a couple dozen runs. So that works really well. What I did was just went around the barrel originally a couple times just to make a cone shape, more or less. And then I put the drill, insert the drill into that cone, and that's the original tape that I made the cone with. And then I cut a separate piece of tape about 4 or 5 inches and just connect it to the drill with that. And it seems to be working pretty well. I also have, one of those extension pieces for the different bits or whatnot. I was forced to use that because I don't have the key. Unfortunately for this drill, so I can't get it out. But I think it's actually kind of beneficial because it helps you to attach it with the tape so that it's level. It gives you a point of reference so that it's more or less level. Still using a couple cardboard boxes for the base for the drill. I got another little piece of cardboard that I stick in there when I need, just to help even it out. The wire did not really work as well as I had liked, although I didn't really have the right kind of wire for it. So, and then it dawned on me, a zip tie would be, ideal. So yeah, the zip tie works really well. The only problem is the trigger is smooth and kind of curved and has a tendency to loosen up because the drill, I don't know if you can tell, but the drill moves a little bit at least. So a little piece of tape though, that just kind of keeps it from sliding down. I don't have it running that. It seems this is the original setting for the zip tie. It seems like it might be coming a little bit loose, either that or the motor might be getting a little weaker because it's not running quite as fast as it was, and I haven't messed with it. Still seems to be plenty, the speed, everyone's worried about the speed. I really don't think that the speed is as critical. I think the original PDF presentation, when they're talking about the tumbling, the critical speed, 80%, whatever, 80% of the critical speed, it's so that you have a tumbling effect, just like a rock tumbler. You want a constant waterfall or tumbling effect of the rods. You don't want them going so slow that they're not tumbling. You don't want them going so fast that they're pinned to the outer wall. Anything in between, yeah, you could, there's obviously going to be a perfect RPM that would be most efficient, but anytime, as long as they're tumbling, I mean, you're going to get the job done. I mean, we're not doing this for NASA here. But yeah, I mean, obviously you can dial it in and, that's the ultimate goal. But as you can, I don't know if you can hear it, but I mean, I can hear the rods tumbling. I can hear the sands actually grinding, getting crushed against the barrel. It's, consistent. It is running a little slower than it had been. I might have to tug on that zip tie a little bit to get it back up. but we'll see. You know, other than that, I'm gonna keep running these sands. I'll probably run everything I've got with this setup. If, you know, it's gonna take me a little while, but just in my spare time, probably be done by spring, and see how that all works out, and then maybe contemplate moving up, or up, you know, up to a 3x6 barrel with this same setup, or possibly maybe trying a 2x4 setup with a steel barrel. I don't know. But this seems to be working pretty good. A $20 drill from the flea market. ABS, you know, Home Depot has these things pre-cut. You bought a 2-foot section for like $3. Those end caps, they weren't exactly cheap. I forget what they were, probably $3 each. They work really good. They actually come with clamps around them, those circle clamps with the screw. You don't even need them. They'll probably wear out eventually, but they seem to be pretty durable. Again, rollerblade, you know, you might have to figure something out if you don't have any rollerblades or skateboards laying around, but yeah, pretty cool. Got the football game on. Not really watching it because my 49ers are out of it. Got the Raiders on, you know, for shits and giggles. I don't know. You know, this doesn't really bother me. It's not, my rock tumbler was actually much more irritating, even when it was outside on my balcony with the door shut, because the barrel always bounced. This is a nice, consistent, all you hear is the drill, and the drill is basically at idle. So, you know, it's loud, but it's a nice, consistent noise. You know, same with the noise from the barrel. So, you know, I'm cleaning the house, got the game on, drinking beer. You know, it's pretty efficient. So, hope this, you guys like the video, like the setup. Hope it gives some other people some, you know, ideas on setting up a rod mill. See ya.